For the first time, I said no to Kiera. She says, "What?" She looks like I've shot her. And for a moment it seems like the bullet wounds are gushing out her blood. I don't want to inflame the situation, so I say I have a headache. I make sure I look serious. She tries a grin in a way of breaking my facade. It's a test. It won't work. And I pass with flying colours. She searches to try to work out if I'm lying, and I do my best to poker face. This is no longer fun. It's a tactical war game. There's only ever going to be one winner. I know I have to take the steps to make sure I live to see my personal V-Day. It starts here, and it starts with this stance. This is it. Match point. I stay strong. I guess I've been thinking about it for a while. Been thinking about saying no to her, and then watching her as she looks now. Pathetic. Except she isn't. How could she be when she has all this power over me? Anyway, I did it. I've said it. And now that I've said it, I feel... Oh, to be honest, I feel even more terrified of her. My whole body shakes. A passerby might mistake me for having Parkinson's. And this she claims to be love? Focus. Do not lose focus. She'll know. She stands there wanting me to back down. And I stand firm. I say to myself, I'm a military guy. I'm holding my ground. A sense that I could lose my ground if she kisses me comes into my head. I bat it away. And it's in the crowd for a 6. Anyway, she looks desperate for me to submit to her again. I think, you don't like the shoe on the other foot, do you? She steps in front of me and I take a step backwards. I'm aware she's close to my bed. She could push me down at any second. I move away. I silently say to myself, be strong. You're winning. Enjoy the moment. Who am I kidding? I'm so stupid. Wasn't. God, this is harder than I thought it was going to be. She comes closer, and she whispers, You just won't win. Just yield and we'll forget this. I try to turn my back on her, and she pulls me back. She comes round to me looking angry and says, Don't you ever turn your back on me. She quickly throws on her famous white smile, and an image pops into my head of that mouth on my... Oh, shut it down. What are you playing at? Do you want her doing that to you tonight? No, so forget it. Focus. She's going to be hit harder now. Be aware, be prepared. Reminder, you might want to watch the Tiger King. She looks like she knows she's losing me. Yeah, good one. Anything that helps. I apologise and tell her my headache is getting worse and that I needed to leave. I walk away, and she doesn't come after me. I spend the whole night unable to sleep. She races around my head like she's Lewis Hamilton. I'm weak and pathetic. Why am I like this? A voice in my head tells me, because you know why. And I want to tell this voice, I started this romance. I was the one that initiated the kiss. I think. I was drunk at the time. It's always been a little hazy. She sticks to the story that I came on to her. I'm confused. Oh, forget it. Stop thinking. Go to bed. You'll wake up refreshed. I close my eyes and I try to close my mind, but she keeps racing through my head. And at this point, I'm hoping Lewis Hamilton will fucking crash into a wall and die. Why are you like this? Stop this madness. Enough, I said. Enough. I know this isn't normal. She's taking over my life. I have to stop her. She's a cancer that won't stop growing. I know if her father finds out, I'll be out of a job and homeless, and there's too much at stake here. I have them to think about. Focus. Focus. I mean it. Sleep. Wake refreshed, and you'll feel fine. Good. Now, close your eyes. I close them. 10 minutes later, as I'm about to drift off, I ask myself if she liked me, or even loved me. I laugh at the latter thought. Yeah, she fucks other men and you think she loves you. You are pathetic. And I knew I was. There was no question about that. I hear the key sounds and quickly look at my door chain. It's off his chain. I shoot out of bed to try and put the chain on the door, but I'm about 10 seconds too late. She's there. And she's all dressed up, ready for battle. And by that, I mean she's wearing a shirt, but without a bra, and leggings. She knows exactly what turns me on. She's always hitting at my defences. I have no shields up whatsoever. Anyway, I say no. She kisses me. I tell her I said no. She won't take that as my final answer. She keeps kissing me. In the end, I push her away, and instantly I think, fuck, what have I done? They think it's all over. Well, it bloody well is now. She hits the wall. She looks hurt at my actions, not just physically, but also emotionally, and I race over to her to apologise. I switch my whole face from angry to welcoming. She tells me to fuck off, and slowly gets up. I'm in her hands, and she knows it. She's the Saddam of this world when it comes to holding power. I could never hold it for long enough. Guess you could call me Theresa May. I laugh out loud as I think about that. And then she slaps me, and I'm aware of her again. She says, I'm going to tell my dad what you did, and he's going to sack you. You'll be homeless, you'll be alone, and you won't be able to send your sisters any money, and you'll have nothing. I turn my back on her. I want to cry again. Wouldn't be the first time this has happened around her. She often laughs when I cry in front of her, and this is why I turn my back on her. She comes in front of me, but she isn't laughing. She was serious. She looks like she feels sorry for me. She looks like some serious actor delivering Shakespeare's words of literature and says, there's a way out. You know what it is. Okay, Shakespeare's a stretch for her. She says with her eyes, submit, and we'll both forget this. She leans in. My eyes are wide open. Close them, she says. I can't. She warns me again. Close them. So I close them, and we kiss. And then an image of her pops into my head, not her in front of me, her that I was running away from, her who had our child, them who I pretend to be my sisters, but in reality, my wife and daughter. Her eyes are open. She knows I was thinking of something else. She goes to the door and closes it, then comes back and takes my hand. She leads me to my bed, or as I like to call it, my torture cage. This was going to hurt, and I know it.